in the poll has gone to St. Thomas. They went into that game and they were missing 3 key players, and they were shell-shocked. I don't have the score in front of me. I had a bunch of stuff, and guess where I left it? It's at home. I managed to scrape some things up here, but needless to say, injuries hurt them in that contest. But they came back and had a nice win over St. John's, and I wonder if this is last week's rankings. Yep, they are. So let's just forget those. The Cats are ranked 9th this week, I should say, up 2 spots after defeating St. John's. So on that tough road trip, as we're already underway here, the face-off won by Montana State. That tough road trip, they lost to North Dakota State, as you mentioned, a close one, and then to the number 1 team, and then came back and bounced back nicely over St. John's. Wyoming with an 0-3 record. This is their first divisional game. And Tony, a former Bobcat player yourself, Wyoming has never beaten Montana State.
No, they haven't, and I've only played that team once in the 2 years that I've been graduated from the team. They've played them twice, and they're a young team just like us, so it takes time before you can get your coaching and your team together enough to compete with these highly competitive teams in the MCLA Division II.
That was Jack Pugh with the save. He's got the ball now, and he's going to fire on net. A nice 3-hole for Jack Pugh. He's a first-team All-Conference last year, and not only that, third-team All-American Defensive Player of the Year, too. And he's come in as of last year and this year, just a sophomore. He's really helped this MSU program both offensively and defensively.
He's been a workhorse. He's the featured player on both ends of the field, and it shows in the statistics. It shows in the voting for the awards, and he's done everything. He deserves it. He deserves that all that accolades.
In that face-off circle, looks like it might be. Is that Alex? Well, we'll catch that number here in a moment. Nice scrum for it there. So key for Montana, Elliot Hunter. And there goes a sticker too. And finally, possession for Chase Byrne, third-year junior.
Nice body check. Ball at the feet, played the man.
Elliot Hunter. Montana State has got some good face-off specialists. And they go behind X. There's a nice dodge around net and in for Alex Brown. He's the guy who was injured last week on that spring break trip up to Minnesota. 14 goals, 8 assists on the season. And that was just, the defense was out of place for Wyoming in that case, I think.
Yeah, as soon as he had that step on the crease, he pressed his advantage and rolled it home.
So this might be expected here for Montana State with a team that comes in has been more and more offensively minded over the past couple of years under Chris Kelly. That's not to overlook the defense. And those are opportunities for Wyoming that they need to take advantage of. But as it is, it's cat ball.
Ground ball to Jack Pugh.
They'll work back behind X again. Mitch Page, another first-team All-Conference player from last year. And the league rookie of the year, number 25. Back behind net is Brown again.
Offensively, they're coming out and just testing every one part of that defense. Dodging, shooting, checking to see where the goalie jumps and steps. And so far it's been great. It's 2 early goals, and the only way that Wyoming can stay in this game is if they can hang in it in the early part of the game, because they have 2 people on their bench. So a lot of respect to those players being able to run around, because they definitely have a limited amount of reserves.
The program was founded in 2002, and they've been around a long time, but are at times a little bit short-minded, as you mentioned today. There was a miss on goal, but Montana State hustling to the ball.
Fantastic ground ball by Alex Brown. And a shot and a goal.
That's Lewis Richmond. And we talked about him an awful lot last year.
Yeah, he's just he's the mastermind of the offense. You really give him the ball, see what he can do with it. He can dish it over the top. He can find people cutting in the middle. He's a huge part of the offense, and it shows in his statistics. I believe he's approaching career goals.
Career goals, he's got 90 career goals.
90 career goals, 118 assists. So, yeah, he's a facilitator as well as a finisher.
And this year, Coach Chris Kelly likes the fact that he's got more assists than goals. Teams are clamping down on him. Richmond, a second-team All-American last year with over 100 points, goals, and assists, as Montana State, that time again with Elliott Hunter, and another face-off win. And it's make it take it lacrosse here for the Cats. Rizzolo comes on from Whitefish, Montana.
Cats got to be excited about their home opener.
And 13 just came on as well, Robbie Erickson. You'll see Coach Kelly substitute quite freely here in this one. Another dodge around net. There's a good defensive play by Wyoming.
Great check and a ground ball there.
And then wheels it into the front half. That's going to be Aiden Downey, 6'3", 180-pound freshman, and he is from Helena High, Montana. So that'll give the Cowboys a much-needed offensive possession here. Cats are up 3-0, 11:05 to go, first quarter. Here at Bobcat Stadium.
Ground ball to Blake Greener. Throws it back to, I believe that's Ryan Colesworthy.
Yep. Colesworthy, they had to replace quite a goalie last year. And Jack Fairley.
Parker Ferry.
Parker Ferry, thank you. All those notes I had taken. That goes out of bounds. And then I left, yeah. But we're back on tomorrow, too, so I'll get a chance to use them. Johnson and Wales University. That's not the one out of Rhode Island. It's, as there's a scrum, Montana State and Mitch Page.
Great ride.
Nice move, yeah.
Got a little cocky. He needs to keep that stick high away from the ground where it's easily checked by the
Shandon O'Brien, long stick. They'll bring on Aaron Rubenstein, another freshman. Coach is high on him. Says he's very talented, and he'll make a dodge.
Great
shot
save.
on goal, but a good save.
Good positioning by the keeper.
Connor Pollock.
Great cutter, easy finish for Louis Richmond.
Richmond gets his second of the quarter, and Montana State goes up 4-0. And we are not yet 5 minutes into this one.
Yeah, that was a great feed to the inside. Lewis made the keeper step with the fake and finished it right over the top.
Cowboys had one possession in this one. Now Jack Pugh in the face-off circle. And he gets it to Schwal. Wheeled into the front court. That's how you play defense in the middle.
That's going to be a 30-second push with possession.
That was Jed. Jed Deal. The long stick midi who absorbed the contact and will exit as his team earns a penalty in a man-up situation, already up 4-0.
Number 5, Riley Davis, applied the body check, but Jed's back was turned, so that is a 30-second technical penalty.
Sometimes you're happy to take those, huh?
Yeah, it stops the play.
And I know defenses, they like to protect that middle. And in fact, they have to protect that middle.
Get the first look at the Wyoming man down. Looks like they're going with a box and a cycling 3 up top, 2 down low.
I'm not sure if there was a step in the cage there.
Not sure what that was. I think maybe, not sure. But it's Wyoming ball.
Alex Brown tried to dislodge it, but
See if they can get a possession. Give the defense a break. They go right to the cage. Check.
in all kinds of traffic there. And Montana State will come away with that one. Colazzi, number 49.
Great pass.
That's Harris Wester. Behind him as the ball goes loose. Brown will give chase. And Wyoming with possession.
Right back to Montana State.
Right back to Montana State.
Great transition defense by Montana State. Almost like a full press.
On the run again. This time shooting right. Jack Pugh. That'll go wide of the cage, but Montana State. Mitch Page will inbound it. Coming up on midway through the first quarter. Cats out 4-0. Trey Bartu, number 19, gets a touch. Now is up top. Is going to be Pugh on the dodge to Bartu. Nice bounce shot, and Bartu is in the scoring column.
Perfect time and room shot. He was able to wind up, hide the stick behind his back to the goalie. And perfect technical, textbook, overhand bounce shot, goal.
Pugh with the assist. Montana State up 5-0. Wyoming does need a quality possession here. They've had the ball a couple of times. One shot, not really even on goal. That was blocked by the defense for Montana State. And that's a good flip behind by Hunter, using his teammates. And wheeling it up, Byrne, Chase Byrne. Now the offensive side for Alex Brown. But it goes loose. Saved. Nope.
Over and back.
Yep. So Henry Drakowski now handling for the Cowboys. 2 goals and 4 assists this year.
Timeout taken by Wyoming.
8:01 to go.
It's a good timeout. They need to talk this one over. See if they can get an offensive play. At least get a shot on cage.
Yeah, right. Need quality possession here. And 5-0 is, this is a game of runs. That's for sure.
Absolutely. It's hardly a lead.
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable unless it's more than 10.
That might be asking for a little much, Tony.
I play defense.
Want to thank
I expect the offense.
Foundant Technology, supporting charitable organizations with online grant management technology. And they've been doing that since 2007, sponsoring the Cats and the Rocking R Bar. Which, it's sponsored by Tony. The Rocking R Bar sponsors the Cats, and Tony sponsors the Rocking R Bar. Is that fair to say?
Sure.
No, it's not. It's not. You can dispute that. But they are world famous in Bozeman, Montana, and they have been supporting the MSU Bobcats for over 40 years.
I have been a patron at that establishment more than once.
Where everybody knows your name?
Not quite.
Not quite. Yeah.
Too many people at the Rocking R these days.
Are you still in school?
Yeah, just finishing up next spring.
Oh, good for you. What's your degree in?
It's a film production.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, most of the professors are former studio heads and producers and the like, so a lot of good connections to be made.
That's good. Got a website? You posted anything that we can promo here?
Oh, yeah, just stuff that I've done through school is posted on a Vimeo site, so you can look me up on there. Just did a couple school assignments, no features.
Lavecchia, Dean Lavecchia, number 12, behind goal. And he'll try to get it to Riley Davis, and that timeout for naught for the Wyoming Cowboys, as here come the Cats. And they'll recover with Josh Wall. This is sort of a dangerous game in that you're expecting to handle Wyoming quite easily, but you don't want to get out there and play bad lacrosse and get lazy about things.
No, you definitely need to take every opponent seriously. Anybody can beat any team any day of the week, in my opinion. It's just a matter of who mentally is prepared for the game and can't capitalize on the mistakes of the other team.
Far side, Kelly Carroll. Chance to mention him. He was the second team all-conference last year. He's in his senior season. Shot on goal by Brown. Had a bit of an injury last week, but he's come out. Looks like he rehabbed nicely over the week. Been real active here. He's back on X. There's finally nice find in the middle. And a good save. Now back the other way for Wyoming. It's Pollock with the save.
Great defense.
They harassed the Cowboys along that right sideline, and finally Harris Wester, they had him trapped, and they had no place to go.
Harris played perfect body defense there, pushed his man out of bounds. It's a turnover. And he has it back now, clearing it over the midfield. Little bit of a high pass there.
See, he's thinking I should have just took it right up the middle, shot on goal.
He earned it with that defensive play.
That's right. They'll have to earn another. Cats up 5-0, 6.5 to go. First quarter here, Bobcat Stadium. Cowboys. There's another steal by Montana State. Transition game with numbers.
A little ambitious, but it's good to see that that quick looks, rewarding your teammates for trying to get open. That was an amazing interception by Blake Greener. Quick pass up, almost gets the goal and the fast break.
Yeah, and you had 3 players out there that you wanted, and Page, Richmond number 1, and Brown. Just couldn't quite execute on it. It was almost a penalty there.
It will go down as a penalty.
Yeah.
Laundries.
Raiden Todd.
Gets a touch. They have a free play now, so might as well use it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them to take some time here either.
Definitely. Your defense gets tired playing the whole game. No one half of the field.
Ball is still. Now they'll enforce a penalty. This should be a full minute too, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a slashing penalty. Let's see what the ref says to the box. 1 minute slash.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the crime. Now we'll do the time.
Man down defense for Montana State. It includes Greener, Schwal, Colazzi, number 49, Duncan Salda-Petrie, number 15, and also Harris Wester. In goals, the sophomore Ryan Colesworthy. His save percentage at 55% so far this year.
Bounce shot to the top shelf.
Number 19, Raiden Todd. So Raiden Todd, in a man-down situation, does get the Cowboys on the board.
That was a very well-contested shot by the Montana State defense, but it was able to bounce up and over the goalie.
And Colesworthy, just a sophomore, those are the kind of things that, with a little seasoning, you just see that ball a little better, I think, with more experience in goal. Those bounce shots.
Yeah, now that Parker Ferry, a 4-year senior starter for the team, has moved on, it's time for him to take the reins, and
That's right.
I'm sure he'll do a great job.
Coach Kelly tells me that as the flag comes in, Montana State will get a man-up situation. So Page just fires away at goal, or Pugh, I should say. Chris was saying that that Parker made the practice squad for the Florida launch.
Yeah, it was great to hear that. I need to give that kid a call, give him a congratulations. It's awesome to see him keep pursuing that dream. And
Yeah.
I might have to ask him for some contact information about the next tryout.
You keep pursuing it too, Tony.
I might need to get back into shape before I do that.
Man-up situation for the Cats. We're up 5-1. He's a time and room shooter there. Lost the handle on it. Cats don't give up with that man-up situation. And that's going to be pushed with possession, or?
Yeah, that was a great ride by both of them, but the double team, it just ended up.
Oh, an easy
Look at
steal, and
that.
Richmond will finish.
Before I can even finish my sentence,
Yeah.
Bobcats have passed it down and around and into the back of the net.
Rizzolo to Richmond.
Great interception. That's what happens when, as a receiver of the ball, you need to be running towards the pass sometimes, because somebody else might meet you there first.
So David Rizzolo with the assist. Richmond with his 3rd goal already. Half of the Bobcats' points so far. It's 6-1. Not yet out of the first. And a face-off win for Montana State. Elliott's been doing a good job in center circle. Elliott Hunter. Oh. And that was Brown who took his eye off the ball there. Kept in play. That scrappy Cowboys Austin Barnhill over there. 5'10", 170-pound junior from Brighton, Colorado. But it'll be Cats' possession. On the dodge from out top. The attack, Kelly Carroll.
That's a good look. He's running down the alley. He's throwing the bounce shot, and they have the backup, another chance. Once again, another shot, another Montana State possession. That's the kind of offense that Chris Kelly has been preaching for a long time, and it's good to see that they're utilizing it. You got 2 men behind the cage, running up to the front, looks at the back door, wide open.
Richmond, nice find, Alex Brown. He just kind of snuck into that open area, and he finished inside.
That was a case where he followed the defender who was sliding to meet the man attacking from X, and it's just an easy goal.
So 7-1 lead.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Montana State Bobcats.
Well, and let's see if they play with fire throughout. I mean, they've seen some good competition, but now they're into their conference portion of the season for the most part. They were picked as the favorite in the Northwest Division.
Another ground ball for Josh Wall. Jack
Good
with the shot
stop,
on the cage.
Pollock. Let's see if they can clear. Richmond says, I bet you can't.
Great ride, way to force the passes.
There you go. And that should be Cats ball, and it is. Now let's see him move quickly with it here. Aaron Rubenstein, number 26, to Brown, and Brown just lets loose on it. Did Paul get a piece of that?
I think he might have.
$15 yards away and had some mustard on it. Oh, nice play. Richmond again, finding Bartu over the middle, and Bartu finishes inside. He's got 2 goals.
Cats are finding success passing into the middle of the defense for the quick shot. But there's a flag on the field. I'm not sure what that's for. Came away from the play.
They're waving it
Edge
off.
controlled. No goal?
No, they're waving the flag off.
Oh, okay.
So Bartu with his second. Richmond with 2 assists in a row. He's got 5 points already with 3 goals. And one thing that Coach Kelly had talked about is how well Richmond Lewis is running the offense as a field general out there and finding other players. Oh, Montana State has just owned that center circle.
Looking a little rough.
There was an appreciative crowd down there for that action as well.
It's a good, clean hit. No penalty on the field. I think the penalty came afterwards after another high elbow.
Oh, that's what it was.
The penalty could have been for that first hit, but it looked clean to me.
Controlled chaos at times. 2.5 to play, first quarter. Cats have it well in hand. Still 3/4 of action left. Cowboys need a goal here. That's Todd. He scored the only goal on a dodge out top.
Great save. Good defense as well by Ian Kalazi.
Todd fought his way for an open shot between 3 Cats. We'll give him a little credit too.
Great ground ball there by Wyoming.
Yep, that's Todd again. He'll chase that one down. Wheel it in the front. Let's see if he gives it up. Josh Schwall with the defense. Dean Lavecchia. Shot on goal. It went wide.
Backed up by the Cowboys.
Minute 37 to go.
Getting a good look for the offense. Possibly a goal here would be very, very helpful for the Cowboys. And hey, as long as you're taking the shots and you got people behind to back it up,
yeah,
coach won't have a problem with that.
Back to full strength for the Bobcats. Goal line extended.
Tries to roll inside.
And that is Rizzolo on the pickup. And the delivery ahead to Wester. He's got lots of room. Lots and lots of room. Now Wyoming finally collapses on him. Tried to deliver a little bit late. And behind the man, that was
Great
Schwall.
steal, and then right off the pipe.
Oh.
Right out of the goalie stick.
Yeah, don't fall asleep out there. Brown. Brown to Carroll. And they'll work it around. The junior Rizzolo on the dodge. Goes wide. Takes a crack at it.
That's going to be a loose ball push. Stick with the Bobcats.
Pollock, 6'3". He is 300 pounds. So Brown's going to feel that one a little bit.
Big goalie engaged means less space for the ball to get past.
Nice dodge and a bounce shot and a goal for Kelly Carroll. Carroll gets his first of this contest, and Montana goes up 9-1.
Yeah, the Bobcats have just been abusing that right alley of the Wyoming defense. Looking at all their shots, just coming on the run, bouncing it off the turf, and it's finding a way up and under the goalie keeper's grasp.
You can see on the replay. Did they get a replay on that?
Yeah, they
just as you described, Tony?
Just as I described. Great face-off win.
Oh, it's going to take time running out.
Looking for the buzzer beater.
Jack Pugh. That could have been fun, huh? We are at the end of the first quarter of play, and Wyoming comes to town, and so far no match for the homestanding Cats. 9-1 after one. We're back after a little time out here on MTSport.tv.